Hello, I'm Rich Krebs, and welcome to this week's BizShare Networking Show. It's a show where multiple businesses share their social media friends with each other. So get ready to hear about 4 great companies and a local nonprofit. You might even want to offer your services to these companies. But please make sure you say hi on their Facebook pages and give them an opportunity to serve you and your friends. Now let's get this show moving. So if you're looking for some of the best furniture, you know where to go, especially if you're in Clovis, but anywhere in the valley, you need to go see Gary O. Gary, how are you?
Good, doing great today.
So you just came back from a huge trip, and when you go furniture shopping, we're not talking you peek in a few stores, you go somewhere special.
Yeah, twice a year we go to the biggest furniture market in the world. It's in High Point, North Carolina. There's about 13 million square feet, which is...
13 million?
13 million. You have no idea how big it is.
Right.
We go there looking for the newest styles, the newest trends, newest colors. When we shop, we're turning over nightstands, we're sitting in sofas, we're just looking for the best possible things we can find for our customers.
For as long as you've been in business and as good of a job as you've done, I mean, your reputation is stellar. People don't go to you because some of the stuff you buy just happens to fall apart and all this other, wood that's in it. You know what you're looking for when you turn something over to make sure it is quality made.
Right. Basically, the only phone call I like to get from customers is saying what a good job we did.
Beautiful. And let's talk about the job that you do, too. When people come in and they want furniture from you, they may have found the most perfect piece, but the color's just not quite matching. You're not just saying, hey, that's all we got. Sorry. You love to make people happy.
Oh, yeah. We're always going out to the customer's home. In fact, I think I had 2 guys out in somebody's homes today.
And the color, too, is specific, because if they found the perfect piece, but it's not the right color and doesn't match, they don't have to scrap that idea then. You can change all that for them.
Yeah, we have 500, 600, 700 fabrics probably.
And not just in colors, you're talking about different textures, the whole shebang, make sure it fits the room.
The whole works, yeah.
And that's how it starts. When someone comes to you and says, all right, Gary, you have this amazing reputation, I want the room to look good, you like to go to the house first so you can get a feel for it and know what's going to fit perfectly.
Oh yeah, you got to look at their wall color and their floors and make sure everything matches like they like.
Sure, so you can go to any furniture store and go find a few pieces that might look okay in your home, or you can have the professionals come out and make sure it is going to look stellar. That's why you call Gary O, and that's why we share here on BizShare Networking, so you can find these great professionals. We'll be right back with more. Well, in case you haven't noticed, folks, it is a little warm outside, which means the sun is shining. Now you need to be thinking about all of the service you can be doing to AC, heating, all the good stuff, maybe even your solar units. You need to call Donald P. Dick. We've got Mr. David Dick here, Vice President. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How you doing?
Great. Let's talk about service. A lot of people don't think about that until all of a sudden it's too late, it's 104, and you guys are so swamp busy, it's tough to get it.
Yeah, so the reality about servicing your air conditioning equipment is, per the manufacturer's specification, if you don't have a licensed technician come out and look at the thing at least once a year and perform proper maintenance, you actually void the warranty of the system.
Oh, wow.
Now,
okay.
In the past, it's never really been anything that you've worried about. Nobody's ever pushed back. But let's face it, down economy, down income, down revenue for the various vendors out there.
Sure.
There may come a time in the very near future where they start making you prove that you actually had regular maintenance on your system in order to honor that warranty.
And it's not about calling Chevy Chase's character, in Fletch, and it's all ball bearings these days. You want someone that knows what they're doing, coming out and making sure everything's up to snuff.
Absolutely. So depending on which expert you look at online, you can find a bunch of different articles by different people. One that I liked specifically tried to compare your air conditioner and how it runs versus your car, because everybody can put into their mind exactly how a car works. You should get the oil changed every 3,000 to 5,000 miles, depending on the age of the car, type of oil. Well, by comparison, they estimate an air conditioner in Fresno runs anywhere between 60,000 and 100,000 miles of equivalent runtime in our area.
Pretty good piece of equipment.
Yeah, if you think, okay, yeah, my air conditioner is going to die in 10 or 12 years, yeah, that's not great. Nobody likes to hear that. But at the end of the day, would you run your car for 60,000 miles without changing the oil?
And is it really that easy? Just make a phone call, have you guys come out and service it, and know that you're ready to go for the season.
Yeah, I mean, it's an hour and a half out of your time, and imagine the amount of money it saves you down the line in current utility rates plus future replacement costs.
Sure. So spend a little now and not a ton later. Call Donald P. Dick and let the guys come out and take a great job of servicing your unit and keep that warranty fresh and new. And we'll be right back. You ever tried to put together some sort of online presence and realize without a plan that nothing seemed to work out right? That's where Sierra Pacific Marketing Solutions comes into play, and Danny Gathright will make that happen for you. How are you?
I'm good today, thanks.
So if someone's trying to get an online presence and they think, all right, that's how I'm going to start my marketing online, it's not all about just throwing some things up and see what sticks. You better have a plan.
That's correct, yeah. Yeah, there are four key components, and the first part is obviously having a plan.
Okay.
You can't just throw up a website and a Facebook page and expect everything to happen. You have to have some sort of plan, some sort of goal, some
roadmap.
A roadmap, a clear vision of where you want to go. It's like taking a trip, you know, you don't want to just go out without a map. You got to know where you're at or you'll waste a lot of time and money, get lost.
Okay, and number two?
Number two is doing your research. Obviously, you got to know who your target market is, you got to know where they're at, you got to know how to communicate with them. So if you don't do your research beforehand, you can be wasting a lot of time and money as well.
All right.
And then number three, you really want to be able to follow up, track, and see where
Check those
everything is
results.
going. That's right. Because if you don't monitor, if you don't check it, you'll never know whether it's working for you or
Sure.
not. And then number four, obviously, is going to be able to adapt. So if you're monitoring, you're checking, you're looking at your map saying, I'm here, I should be over here, you need to be able to have a plan to be able to correct, to change, and fix things so that your plan works effectively.
Sure, and with all of your expertise, you know, you can lay everything out that worked absolutely perfectly 2 months ago, and maybe for whatever reason, a market change, it might not be perfect. If you're not willing to adapt,
Yes.
and you get stuck just bullheading to the same old deal, you might not get the results you want.
Yeah, the market change, people change habits, technology comes along and changes habits, so you've got to be able to adapt all the time. If you use the same old plan all the time, yeah, you won't make it very well.
Sure. Well, if you have an amazing product or a service or just a great staff and you want that customer service out helping people, you better know how to market yourself online, and that's where Sierra Pacific Marketing Solutions comes into play. Give Danny and the team a call. We'll be right back with more. As you know, BizShare Networking is all about sharing, and that's why we love having Brett Taylor of Taylor Home Design here, because he's got some great points and tips to share with you to make sure your next remodel is absolutely perfect. And Brett, whether it's a remodel or a new home, it's all about having everything in place first so you know what to expect, and then make sure that all of those plans are done properly.
That's right. The planning is the key, the foundation to a successful project.
Okay?
So some of the things you might consider is who your contractor is going to be.
Okay.
Your builder. You might even select that up front and work with somebody from the beginning.
What's the best way to choose a contractor and make sure you've got a reputable, business owner that's doing a good job for you?
Well, the first thing you can do is real simple. You can go to the Contractor State License Board. You can check out their license, make sure they're in good standing. That's something very simple you can do.
Okay.
And then after that, you want to get references.
Sure.
You want to talk to some of their clients, and then you want to see similar projects. They don't have to be, let's say you want to do a new custom home. You don't want to see a bath remodel. You want to see custom homes. So you want to see some of their work. And a good contractor, and the contractors I work with, they have no problem with getting their clients and their homeowners, past clients, to showcase their house and then talk to potential clients too.
When someone's laying out a design like you do, part of that process then needs to be a good interview so that you can get a feel for what they're going to use their kitchen for. Is it going to be a showpiece? Is it going to be a working kitchen? Or is it going to be both?
That's right. And that's how the design process starts. We start off by talking with the client and we just ask questions and listen. What's important to you? Tell me about your lifestyle. How do you entertain? How often? How many people? Do we need a wide open kitchen that's conducive to people? That's where people tend to hang out now, is
Sure.
in the kitchen area.
And last quick question then, when someone comes to you, that's basically it. Let's sit down and let's get to know you first before the design gets built around you.
That's true, and it's very personal. It's very enjoyable, actually.
I love it. Well, if you want to get that dream home built, whether it's from the ground up or you're doing an amazing remodel, Taylor Home Design will help make that happen for you. And if you know friends that are doing it too, that's what BizShare Networking is all about. Be sure to share with them. We'll be right back. Well, part of BizShare Networking is bringing you amazing charities that we like to link up with everybody else. Rosemary, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society Team in Training is an amazing charity, but the training part of it, tell me how that all works, because you don't have to be superhuman to join one of these teams.
You do not. And in fact, just to back up a little bit, Team in Training is the #1 endurance training program in the nation. And what
I
we
just want
can
to point
do,
it out, Rich, we are the #1.
just in case you didn't catch that. The great thing about the program is that we have fantastic coaches, and we can take people from all different athletic backgrounds, and that means coming off the couch to experienced cyclists, runners, walkers, or even triathletes, and we can help you meet your goal, whether that goal is just to cross the finish line or whether it is to get a personal record. The training is fantastic. We go over the basics from shoe and gear clinics, bike clinics, going over the fundamentals of the bikes. even into nutrition, injury prevention. We cover it all, and even into the race strategy, getting you prepared for your event day. Again, fantastic coaches who will take you through that. We support you along the way, and it is just a fantastic experience.
And more importantly is the win-win factor. One, you're getting in shape. Two, you're doing it to help somebody else.
Exactly. There's no greater feeling than crossing the finish line for somebody else.
Sure. I've had a lot of clients and a lot of people that I've trained before that have gone to you, thought about this program and thought, I could have never, ever done a triathlon or a marathon before without you, and you take them right to the finish line.
Exactly. And not even just to the finish line, but we're there weekend with them, and we will just make sure that they have a fantastic experience, and they're out there supporting them the whole time.
Well, Rosemary, we sure appreciate you being here and certainly appreciate the support of Leukemia and Lymphoma Society and Team in Training.
Thank you.
So give the friendly people at the Clovis Chamber of Commerce a call and take advantage of all they have to offer our Valley's businesses. Thanks for watching this edition of BizShare Networking. Be sure to share this on your social media as we all do our part to keep our local companies strong.